Greetings, stamp pickers. Stamp collecting is fun, and we're here to pick a stamp or two, blue and green and reds and other colours. And today I'm looking at George V, the king of stamps. He was the, not the first stamp collector, but his interest in the stamps was legendary and started off the Royal Philately collection, which is one of the finest collections of stamps in the world. And King George V, I think, can be given a lot of credit for that. So, I've decided to do what I did with my earlier stamps, Edward VII, and actually try and fit a few into this album. So what are we looking at here? Well, George V stamps. George V is for 5 in Latin. Latin, one of the official languages of Britain. French, Latin, English came later. Yeah, I mean, we have many languages. Oh, Welsh, of course, and Gaelic, Cornish. If Curlew, if only that survived. I think the last person who spoke Cornish died in the 60s, 70s, maybe. As a native tongue. So these are the first. Well, we'll have a look at the book first of all. So we've got sort of, I don't know what they are. They're watermarks apparently. I don't understand them. I'm not going there just yet. I will get round to it. And then we've got 2 stamps here from 1911 to 1912, the green halfpenny and the red penny. One is dark hair on this, and this one says lion unshaded here. Not sure what any of that means. I haven't really given it a close look. But you see sort of darkish hair there, so maybe that's something. I don't know. Main sleeps. The trouble is, I need to know what is an unshaded line looks like and a shaded line looks like. Then I can tell you. Anyway, I have one of each of those denominations anyway, if not the individual stamps themselves. But what I've had room for finally in this battered old bag is the 1912 to 24 edition. Going from the halfpenny down to, well, we'll see how far we go. And then I'll let you into a little secret after. So we've got a half a D green, which apparently is number 105. Again, I'm not sure what these numbers mean. So 351 is there and 105 is there. What is that? I don't know. I've got no idea what that number means or what that number means. So when I went back to Queen Victoria, that didn't tell me either. So I'm just following this. I'm presuming that these, like 1 and 1A was the penny black and the twopenny blue. I'm looking at these as the carry-on numbers from that. But we'll see. It can always be, these tags can be changed. So half a D green, penny red, 104. Straight line cancel. All these are basically fillers, so there's no minters here, there's no value in any of these financially or monetarily or philatelically. They're simply examples, and that's sort of good enough to me. You also see here, which is missing elsewhere, you see postage and revenue here, but not in these others. So what is going on with that? Let's just have a look at the example here. And it does have it there, but not there. So that you've got it, these stamps can be sneaky. And they're sneaky because there were some very, very good fraudsters out there. But just be aware of that. We also see maybe a different crown here. Maybe different. I don't know. Not similar, but yeah. Anyway, we'll continue from penny halfpenny or 3 halfpennies brown. to 2p, orange. It's nice. The beginnings of a signature written over it there. So postally used, or for paying bills. 2.5D blue, 104. So we've gone from 106 to 104. 105 there. See what I mean about the numbers? They're untidy. And that elicits anxiety. And it means, have I messed up? Well, it's difficult to mess up, because what we can do is just gather them all and put them in a box. 2p blue, lovely colour. Nice cancel too. We carry on. Regardless, we turn the page. Turn this page. I have one example of these, 3p violet. Lovely colour. Lovely engraving. Oh, it's a beautiful issue, that one. 4D grey-green 106. That also is a standout. Postage and revenue is appearing here. So, let me just go back again. Yeah, so this is the only one that doesn't have the postage and revenue there, and it has it there. So does this actually belong to this set? I don't know. It's interesting though, isn't it? Just shows how careful you've got to be. Next we've got the 5D brown. Bit of a mess with the cancel. 6D purple. These colours. You can see the 6p there. Post revenue is there. So we see change again. If it's the correct set. And I can't find any examples of it not being the correct set. Although I've only gone to the Stanley Gibbons book. 9D on olive green. Oh, olive. It's a, it's a nasty mess, isn't it? That cancel has all but destroyed it. But it's the only 9D I've got. And then finally, the 1 shilling brown. 108. Nice cancel line there. Retaining most of the King's features and the price of the stamp, the price of the stamp. And I've got another page for when I get missing examples. So I'm missing 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 10. The 10 blue I'm missing. Right, so what's that thing I was talking about earlier? Now, it again involves being exceedingly careful. Because I was banging them all in, and then I realised that, what's going on here? What is going on here? And it's only when you look, and you've got to learn how to look. This is the thing, you just bang them up, because that's got the King's Head, that's got the King's Head. And before you know it, you're thinking, this is a different shade. So, I'll check the book for this. And then the blindingly obviously hits you in the face. Look at the difference around the portrait. So the background of the portrait here is clear, almost, you'd say. And here it's darkened, so that the portrait comes out. It comes out a bit. Yeah. Now I've been loading them up, and suddenly when you see, then the scales fall from your eyes. Eyes. They fall from your eyes, revealing what should be done. So what are these other stamps? Well, these replaced the darkened ones. Replaced these ones in around about 19. Oh, so 2 pages. 1934. Those were up to about 24. And then these came into being in 34. That kind of doesn't make any sense whatsoever. There's no continuation there with the dates. There were other things in betwixt and between time, for example, 109, what was 109? I don't know. It's, this one here, for example. The half crane. But that doesn't do anything. 24 to 26 are these. And then we've got these. 29s. Not sure what's going on with there. So you get the idea. It is very, very, very difficult to really follow the progress of stamps, and you've got to keep your eyes open because they're very sneaky. Yes, sir. They're sneaky. But while we're here, we'll have a look at these other sets. And you can see immediately there's a difference with that one, because for a start it's not mint, of course it's not, but it's in quite decent condition, that one. Then go to the pennies. I have a lot of pennies. Penny halfpennies, again the dark shading at the back. All these are dark shadings. The orange, which is a lovely colour. Twopenny. And the blue. Twopence halfpenny. Again, a number of those. Then we go to number, well, that's actually 5. Let's go to 4. Black and white, really, isn't it? One of my favourites. What's this? What's this? 4p. Do like black. 3, 4. So look at 5. A bit destroyed by the councillor. We've got here is like almost like a cut off here. Well, you can see the cut off. It's a little bit going round. Well, that's round, isn't it? This isn't. This is like slightly suspicious. Then we have 9p. So again, I'm missing unfamiliar ones like 8s, 7s. 9p. 10p. 10p blue. Again, the finishing there is pretty poor compared to the others. Halfpenny green. Don't know why we didn't start with that. I think we did. Postage. Halfpenny green. And the tuppence we've seen. And finally, this is a bit of a mess. It's got a nasty corner there. Shilling. So not everybody, a shilling could you earn a shilling a day? Back in the day, some people had no money. Some people were paid in tokens. 1 shilling. That they can only spend in the shops of the mill owners, etc. Mine owners. Also had to live in mining accommodation. So ended up with basically living in a communist state, as far as they were concerned. But up above was an excessive capitalist state, making money always. Every penny they spent was spent giving it back to those who had paid them. Bizarre. 1 shilling. It's not like that anymore. Now we do have our own money. So that's the shilling, and there's quite a lot of money in that. Not in these today, but back in the day that would have been quite a bit of money for someone to have bought all these stamps. So that is it. I have nothing else really to report. 15 minutes have gone. We've had a nice little chat and a look at George the V. And until I come back at you, I'm hoping for a little bit of a surprise this week to improve matters. So I'll talk to you then. Keep doing your videos. You know who you are. I do miss your videos. I like your videos. Come on, just talk. You've got friends. We will listen. We miss you. And we love you. Okie dokie. Talk soon, everybody. Bye for now.